Then Luke Bawo, I didn't get the chance to ask Jock. As one of the members in the leadership group, can you just talk us through why the coaching staff had to change from the 6-2 split to a 5-3 split? And maybe, if you can, and the reasons maybe why Alton was picked over Mornay and maybe France over Jamie.
Is that the Xhosa or the English question?
Hayi, ndibuze ngesilungu mfondini, ngicela ulande ngesilungu.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like I'm not involved in the selection or squad selection group or committee. I think the coaches do make decisions based on our opponents, on who we're playing, and what's the plan, around the game plan. So I would assume we selected the squad which we had based on the game plan that we will try to execute.
You have a question in English?
Yes, thanks, Rayan. Hi, Lukhanyo. Hi, Faf. One for each of you. Lukhanyo, last weekend there was a lot of effort to get the ball wide, and you guys tried it a lot, but never seemed to really create much space out there. Why do you think that happened? And for Faf, the last couple of weeks there have been some uncharacteristic, like fairly basic mistakes made by the Springboks that kind of almost looked like lapses in concentration, lack of focus. Do you feel that has been the case? And if so, have you guys felt a little, I don't know how to put it, like sort of unfocused on the field, if you like? Obviously bubble life, and you guys have been through a lot in the last couple of months.
Yeah, I think this past weekend we created a lot of opportunities, but we just couldn't manage to convert and execute. But I think towards the second half, I think we had a great start, but we were behind and we had scoreboard pressure. I think that's why at some moments it felt like we were chasing the game, but it felt like we were kind of rushing it because we were trying to close the game down. And I think that was probably one of the reasons why it felt like things didn't stick and we're rushing things and we looked a bit flustered. I think it was purely of the scoreboard pressure.
Good evening, gents. So sorry about the background noise. I am on the road. This weekend is a big one for the Springboks to bounce back, but there's also the huge occasion of the 100th test between South Africa and New Zealand. To you, Faf, and to you too, Lukhanyo, what does this mean for the both of you playing in such a historic match and in the context of your careers as well?
So good. What you really think? I think on my side as well, I think, every test is a big occasion for us. And I think in the position where we're at currently, we're just trying to focus on bouncing back and trying to rectify the mistakes and the areas that we did in the previous test. So, for us, we're focusing on our processes and hopefully we'll get the results.
Lukhanyo, coach nje gabhala man kwabukeli nizosiphathela ndoni kule mpelaveki xa nizodibana nezimnyama?
Soloko xa sidlala nezimnyama, I think umuntu uyazimisela ngoba siyazi inqanaba abakulo and nomdlalo abawuzisayo. So kwicala lethu so sizama uzimisela, sizama ukulungisa ke lamathuba siwaphosileyo, I think kweziveki zidlulileyo. Siyazazi ke into abazanayo into ezimnyama bayitimu abathanda uyivula igame ngebhola esandleni. So I think kwicala lethu lokukhusela nathi kuzamele sihleli simvundlile, kodwa izaba ngumdlalo obukekayo and nathi I think kule ndawo sikuyo sisazimisela ngoba asinayo enye choice. So kuzamele size nomdlalo oshushu kule weekend.
Nkosi nabone tanko.
Thanks, Luki. Right, Khanyiso. Thank you very much, Ryan. I've got one quick question for Faf in English, and then two short ones for Lukhanyo in Isixhosa. Faf, I know that you guys never prepare for individuals at a test level, but how did it feel playing a New Zealand team without Aaron Smith, even though the TJ Piranara is a world-class scrum half? And for wena ke Lukhanyo Kukuku ndathemba uyaphila manje mhlekazi apho ne lo mdlalo manje kuwe ungumdlali ke njengoba sikhule ke singabantu besuke ekoloni sidunyelwa ke All Blacks manje kuthithwa ke All Blacks lo mdlalo ubaluke kangakanani kuwe and then owesibini le minyaka nje egqithile oko naphumelela indebe yehlabathi wonke umuntu uthi amabhokobhoko abethwa zi-All Blacks amabhokobhoko abethwa zi-All Blacks ningathi kuba nifikile kule ndawo ngoku nibhaliselele kuyo ngoku.
Ndingathi umdlalo ophakathi kwethu namabhokobhoko ne-All Blacks soloko yaba ngumdlalo zawuthi oclose soloko ngumdlalo otakisa inhlanzi. Siyazi ke umdlalo odlalwa zi-All Blacks bangumdlalo onjani, so nathi kwelethu cala kuzonyanzeleka sizimisele and ayizuba igame uzawunyanzeleka sikhusele igame yonke, nathi uzawunyanzeleka sihlasele size namacebo ethu ukwenzela sokwazi ukuphumelela kulo mdlalo wale mpelaveki.
Omnye umbuzo besithi bami lo mdlalo kuwe ubaleke kangakanani na nje kuwe ke Lukhanyo kuba ke singabamba sekoloni sithethela phezulu nge-All Blacks?
Lo mdlalo ubaleke kakhulu kum kwaye ke maxesha onke xa ndinxibe iskipa someli ihlabathi iba ngumdlalo omkhulu udlala against ezimnyama. Sayazi ndingathi lelona dabi esijongana nalo thina apha kwi-Southern Hemisphere, so mna kwelami icala ndizozama uzimisela kunangangoko ngoba ndayazi la madoda ngamadoda azimiselayo, singangamadoda adlalayo kakhulu. Wena unyusa umgangatho wakho ezimdlalo ungazifumana uleqwa imechi yonke, so ndizawuba semoyeni right ndizama uzimisela kunangangoko.
Okay, thank you, Ray. Hi, Lukhanyo and Faf. Sorry if you were asked this before, but Lukhanyo, just in terms of the defense, is obviously one of the main pillars of the Springbok game plan and performance, and we know about the missed tackles and all of that. What do you put that down to, and do you need to adjust anything for the test of the All Blacks? They obviously attack in a different way as well and play with good width. And then to Faf, your tap kick penalty last week really worked out well, and it ended up in a try to Lukhanyo. And some people are saying that's a Lions Faf de Klerk that we know and love from the past. Can we expect a bit more of that on Saturday? Thanks.
Right. I think our defense over the past years has become one of our strengths, and I think last week we lacked, a bit of energy in that, and I don't think defensively we need to change anything. I think all the tries that they came from was individual errors. It was nothing, about the system. So facing, I think New Zealand, as Faf mentioned, they struggle a lot of from turnovers. Unstructured D. So I think from us, we'll just have to be sharp, whenever we turn over a ball or we knock on a ball, to try to kill it and try to get our D, organized.